Hollywood is in shock after an unexpected FBI raid. The famous Goldberg mansion, once seen as a symbol of wealth and success, is now at the center of a chilling mystery. Even experienced agents were caught off guard by what they found inside. What secrets have been buried behind those walls for so many years? Why has the truth never come to light? And most importantly, the new evidence changes everything we thought we knew about Goldberg. This is more than just a raid. It's the start of a jaw-dropping revelation, a hidden truth that could change everything. In the early hours before dawn, the neighborhood surrounding Goldberg's opulent mansion was enveloped in a profound stillness. The tranquility was so absolute that even the faint rustling of leaves against the pavement was audible. However, this serene atmosphere was abruptly disrupted by the sudden arrival of unmarked black SUVs. These vehicles moved with deliberate intent, carrying individuals clad in black suits, bulletproof vests, and dark sunglasses. Without hesitation, they exited the vehicles and efficiently encircled Goldberg's residence, sealing off all possible entry and exit points. The silence was shattered by a series of forceful knocks on the grand wooden door, resonating like thunderclaps in the still morning air. This was unmistakably an unannounced raid. Inside, lights flickered on and movement was detected on the upper floor, indicating the occupants were now alert. The door opened to reveal Whoopi Goldberg herself, a figure synonymous with Hollywood's highs and lows. Despite the unexpected intrusion, she maintained her composure, her discerning eyes reflecting surprise and a hint of confusion. Dressed in a light gray robe, she faced the intruders with a calm yet authoritative demeanor. "What is the meaning of this?" she inquired, her voice steady. One of the agents stepped forward, producing a document from a sleek black briefcase and displaying an FBI badge. "We have a search warrant. This is part of a federal investigation," he declared, his tone leaving no room for ambiguity. With that, the team commenced their operation, systematically entering and securing the premises. Outside, the once quiet neighborhood buzzed with activity. Residents, roused from their slumber, gathered in clusters, exchanging whispers of disbelief. "I never imagined Goldberg would be involved with the FBI," murmured one astonished neighbor. Another added, "She's such a prominent figure. What could this possibly be about?" The media quickly descended upon the scene, reporters and cameramen jostling for position, their equipment casting flashes of light that reflected off the dark vehicles lining the street. Local law enforcement established barriers to manage the growing crowd, ensuring the agents could perform their duties without interference. Inside the mansion, the agents conducted a meticulous search, dividing into teams to inspect every room, drawer, and shelf. No corner was overlooked. Whoopi observed the proceedings silently, her arms crossed, her expression a mix of concern and contemplation. She was acutely aware that such an operation was not initiated without substantial cause. The pressing question that lingered in her mind was simple yet profound. Why? What circumstances had led to this unprecedented scrutiny? Approaching her with a serious demeanor, an agent met her gaze directly. "Would you like us to contact your legal counsel?" he asked. Taking a measured breath, Whoopi nodded slightly. "Yes, that would be appropriate," she replied, her voice maintaining its calm. The uncertainty of the situation weighed heavily, but one fact was undeniable. The FBI had compelling reasons to initiate this raid. A group of agents, all wearing white gloves, carefully slid open a drawer inside Whoopi Goldberg's private library. This was where she stored her most valuable documents: old scripts, legal contracts, and personal letters preserved for decades. One agent gently flipped through the fragile pages, scanning each one with intense focus. Meanwhile, in another part of the house, a separate team searched the basement, a place that seemed untouched for years. Dust-covered boxes were pried open, their contents meticulously examined. Then a voice cut through the silence. "We might have something," an agent said firmly. Instantly, the entire team shifted their attention. From a hidden corner, they pulled out a locked metal box, old, rusted, and sealed tight. Whoopi, watching from a distance, frowned. "I don't recognize that," she murmured. Instead of forcing it open, the agents quickly secured it, deciding it was too important to handle on site. Hours passed, and the FBI finally left, refusing to comment on their findings. Outside, speculation grew as news of the search spread like wildfire. Reporters scrambled to uncover the truth, and soon headlines were everywhere. FBI storms Whoopi Goldberg's home. What are they after? Mysterious discovery in Whoopi's mansion. Secrets revealed? But no one had answers, except those directly involved, and whatever they found could change everything. Whoopi Goldberg has always been a name that sparks discussion. A Hollywood legend, she's weathered massive success and harsh criticism alike. But this time it wasn't about a controversial statement or a social media backlash. This was something far bigger. The FBI doesn't raid a celebrity's home without a serious reason, which led to the biggest question of all: what did they know about Whoopi? According to sources close to the investigation, the agency had been monitoring her for months. The details remained under wraps, but one fact was undeniable: the FBI doesn't chase rumors. If they issued a search warrant, they believed they were onto something real. And now everyone was left wondering, why was Whoopi Goldberg on their radar? Some legal experts believe the FBI's investigation might be linked to financial issues. In recent years, several celebrities have faced legal trouble over tax fraud or questionable business dealings. But if this was just a tax case, why would the FBI take such extreme measures? Why send an armed task force to the home of an aging actress? Could there be a hidden truth waiting to be uncovered? Has Whoopi Goldberg unknowingly gotten caught up in something far more complex than anyone imagined? Whoopi has never shied away from controversy. She's known for her bold opinions and fearless attitude, even when they land her in hot water. As a longtime host of The View, she's had heated arguments, made strong statements, and sparked endless debates on political and social issues. Love her or hate her, there's no denying she's one of Hollywood's most talked about figures. But never before has her career faced such serious jeopardy. The moment news of the raid broke, social media went into a frenzy. Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok were filled with speculation. Some dismissed it as a misunderstanding, while others created elaborate conspiracy theories about the real motive behind the investigation. The media wasted no time turning it into a spectacle. Shocking headlines dominated the news. Hollywood in chaos, FBI raids Whoopi Goldberg's home. What's the real story? Or Whoopi Goldberg under investigation. Is this the end of her legendary career? The incident even became late-night comedy material. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert joked about it on their shows, but beneath the humor, the reality was clear. This was the biggest crisis of Whoopi Goldberg's career. When the FBI left her mansion, they offered no explanation, no arrests, no charges, no details about the mysterious box they took. But their silence only fueled the speculation. Fans feared this could be a turning point that could impact her endorsements, film projects, and even her position on The View. Meanwhile, her critics celebrated, mocking her online and suggesting this was the price she paid for years of controversy. But if there's one thing Whoopi Goldberg is known for, it's resilience. Just days later, she addressed the situation on The View, facing millions of viewers. She looked composed, but her eyes showed unwavering determination. "I know what people are saying," she stated firmly. "I've heard all of it. But let me make one thing clear. I have nothing to hide." She didn't reveal details about the investigation, but her message was clear. She wasn't going to let this scandal define her. But the biggest question remains, will her words be enough to shift public perception? Or is this just the beginning of a storm that could change her life forever? The FBI remains tight-lipped about the details of their investigation, leaving the mystery to deepen. Now, the real question isn't just about what's happening, it's whether Whoopi Goldberg can withstand the storm brewing around her. As agents step inside her grand estate, Silence fills the air. Their flashlights cut through the darkness, illuminating the pristine bookshelves, the carefully arranged paintings. But what they're searching for isn't out in the open. It's buried, hidden among secrets that have never been told. Then one agent pauses in front of an office wall. A faint groove runs along its base, barely noticeable. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a decorative feature. But when a hand brushes against it, a soft click echoes through the room. The agents freeze. One of them kneels down, feeling along the groove. A moment later, the wall trembles slightly, then shifts aside, revealing a concealed doorway, one that wasn't listed on the house's blueprints. The agents exchange wary glances. Nobody knows what lies beyond. A few of them instinctively reach for their holsters, prepared for whatever might happen next. As the door fully opens, a dimly lit corridor appears, leading down to an underground chamber. The air is thick with dust and a stale scent, as if the space had been untouched for years. Inside, there are no signs of luxury, no furniture, no modern decor. Just old wooden shelves covered in dust, and in the center of the room, a solitary table. But what catches their attention the most are the metal boxes stacked neatly in the corner. Each one is sealed shut, as if they had been undisturbed for decades. One of the agents carefully unlocks the first box. Inside, a collection of aged documents lies neatly arranged. Some are stamped confidential, their yellowed pages whispering of a history long forgotten. Another agent flips through them and suddenly stops cold. The names appearing on the documents are high-profile, figures from both the entertainment industry and political world. But what truly unsettles him isn't the documents themselves. It's what's at the very bottom of the box. A handwritten letter sealed with a red wax stamp. The letter had clearly been hidden for years, perhaps even longer. But what shook the FBI the most was the symbol on the wax seal, one that had surfaced in a long unsolved case, a mystery law enforcement had never cracked. The lead agent lifts the letter carefully, examining every inch of it. The sender's full name is missing, but a single chilling line inside provides a crucial clue. If this letter is found, the truth must remain buried. The words are cryptic, unsettling. Was this a warning, a desperate plea, or a secret meant to stay hidden forever? But the real question remains, how did this letter end up in Whoopi Goldberg's home? Did she even know of its existence? Immediately, investigators begin piecing together theories. Could this be linked to one of Hollywood's darkest secrets, an unsolved disappearance? A scandal so dangerous that it was covered up by the most powerful players in the industry. But secrets don't stay buried forever. Before long, news of the hidden room leaks, and the media erupts into a frenzy. Headlines flood every major outlet. FBI uncovers secret chamber in Whoopi Goldberg's home. What is she hiding? Speculation runs wild. Some believe Goldberg possesses highly classified Hollywood secrets. Others think this discovery is just the tip of the iceberg in a much larger conspiracy. Regardless, Whoopi Goldberg is no longer just an actress. She's now at the center of one of the most baffling cases the FBI has ever faced. And one question looms above all others: what was written in that letter and what could it expose? Following the raid, Whoopi Goldberg's mansion becomes the epicenter of a national media storm. Within hours, every major network, newspaper, and social media platform is flooded with speculation. Every detail is scrutinized, every possibility is debated. But behind the scenes, FBI agents are unraveling something far bigger than anyone expected. Slowly, a shocking theory starts taking shape, one that suggests Goldberg might be connected to a long-buried Hollywood scandal. As investigators comb through the confiscated documents, they realize they aren't just personal papers. Some contain correspondence between Goldberg and powerful figures in the entertainment industry, directors, studio heads, even corporate moguls. One name stands out: Howard L. Emerson. To the general public, this name means nothing, but in investigative circles, it's a red flag. Emerson was once a dominant force in Hollywood's film industry, producing some of the biggest movies from the 1970s through the 1990s. Then he vanished. His last known public appearance was in 1994, just before a major financial scandal rocked one of Hollywood's top studios. Rumors swirled that he fled the U.S., severing all ties with the industry. So why did Whoopi Goldberg have letters exchanged with him? One of the most alarming finds is a handwritten letter from Goldberg herself, dated 1993. The message is brief, but disturbing. "I know what happened that night. If the truth gets out, we're all finished." What night was she referring to? And why did she feel the need to put those words in writing? Another letter written months later appears to comfort someone. "There's nothing to worry about, just stay quiet." These words send alarm bells ringing. Could these documents be more than just personal letters? Could they be evidence of a larger conspiracy? But the most chilling discovery is something else entirely. In the hidden chamber, the FBI finds an old VHS tape, its label marked in bold letters, "Private, do not watch." Even without viewing it, the agents know if this tape holds any significant footage, it's been kept secret for decades. The FBI wastes no time. They immediately send it to a forensic lab for restoration. As they dig deeper, investigators uncover another disturbing connection. Goldberg wasn't just acquainted with some of Hollywood's biggest players. She had ties to a powerful, secretive group in the late 80s and early 90s. Some of these individuals had been implicated in scandals that were mysteriously buried. One case stands out. In 1991, a young actress abruptly disappeared after accusing a high-profile figure of misconduct. The case was quickly hushed up. The actress's name was never made public, and within weeks, the media dropped the story entirely. Now, for the first time in over 30 years, the FBI is asking, did Whoopi Goldberg know something? Was she involved in some way, directly or indirectly? And most importantly, could the evidence found in her mansion finally reopen a case that had remained hidden for decades? As the leaked documents from Whoopi Goldberg's mansion made headlines, the public was left in a whirlwind of confusion. Fans who had admired her for decades struggled to make sense of the shocking revelations. Some believed she had unknowingly been caught up in something much bigger than herself, while others were convinced she was hiding a massive secret and that the FBI raid was just the beginning of unraveling it all. Now the FBI is sitting on a pile of documents, evidence that could change everything the world knows about Whoopi Goldberg. What they uncovered in the secret room could be just the beginning, a mere glimpse into a much deeper and more complex mystery. What's on that old VHS tape? Do the seized letters link to a scandal that's been hidden for years? And most importantly, if the truth comes out, what will it mean for Goldberg's career and reputation? One thing is certain, this investigation is far from over. Whatever the FBI finds next could change the entire narrative. The FBI raid on Goldberg's mansion has shaken Hollywood to its core. Everyone is asking the same question: what is she hiding? Are the confiscated documents tied to a shocking cover-up? And why is the FBI treating this case so aggressively? For days, speculation has been running wild, and then Whoopi finally spoke out. What she said next left everyone stunned. In an exclusive interview aired on one of the biggest television networks in America, Whoopi Goldberg appeared collected and confident. When asked about the FBI raid, she took a deep breath, stared directly into the camera, and said, "I woke up one morning and the FBI was standing in my living room. If you think that's a great way to start your day, trust me, it's not." Right away, it was clear she wasn't going to dodge the tough questions. When pressed about the mysterious documents taken from her home, she chuckled and shrugged it off, saying all they found were some old letters, a couple of movie scripts, and a bunch of history books. Then she smirked and added, "Maybe I should have warned them. I collect things." Goldberg insisted there was nothing suspicious about the contents of the secret room. According to her, it was simply a personal archive, a collection of memories from her long career. But then came the twist no one expected. The secret room wasn't a vault of hidden scandals, but rather her own private museum. I've always been fascinated by Hollywood history, especially the stories people tend to forget. That room is just a little collection of things I've picked up over the years. As for the letters exchanged between her and Howard L. Emerson, the Hollywood figure now under FBI investigation, Goldberg explained that they were nothing more than conversations about unrealized film projects. We talked about movies that were ahead of their time, films that studios weren't ready to make. There's no conspiracy, no crime, just two film lovers exchanging ideas. But then the interview took an unexpected turn. When asked if she believed the raid was a setup meant to ruin her, Goldberg paused, then gave a sly smile before saying, "Let's just say this. Hollywood is full of surprises. Some people don't like it when you ask too many questions." With just that one statement, the rumors exploded again. Who was really behind this investigation? Was someone pulling the strings, using the FBI to bring down Whoopi Goldberg? Sources within the industry revealed that the FBI acted on an anonymous tip that led them to raid Goldberg's home. But who sent the tip? And what was their real motive? Following the interview, public opinion was completely divided. Some people were convinced Goldberg was being targeted unfairly, either as part of a misunderstanding or a calculated attack. Others weren't buying her version of events. If there was really nothing to hide, then why did the FBI move in so quickly? And the biggest question of all, is there still something Whoopi Goldberg isn't telling us? No matter how convincing her explanation may seem, there are still too many unanswered questions. The VHS tape the FBI found in the secret room has yet to be released. Was it just an old movie, or did it actually contain something that could change everything? The answers remain unknown, and perhaps this is just the beginning of a much larger mystery. In the wake of the incident, a wave of backlash from Hollywood studios, colleagues, and fans has rocked the entertainment industry. In the midst of this storm, Whoopi Goldberg, a legendary movie icon, is facing an unprecedented challenge. Can she weather the storm, or will this be a dark mark on her illustrious career? Less than a week after the FBI raid, Hollywood has begun to make its stance clear. A film project starring Whoopi Goldberg has been put on hold indefinitely. An industry insider reveals, studios are being cautious. No one wants to be involved in controversy right now. Even the documentary on Hollywood history she was producing lost its funding, with producers citing the need to reevaluate the project's suitability. The situation escalated further when Whoopi Goldberg's TV show was affected. Some sponsors began to pull out, leaving the show in a precarious state. That's Hollywood. When you shine, everyone follows. But when the storm hits, they're ready to turn their backs. The event quickly became a hot topic in the media, and the arts community could not ignore it. Some spoke up in defense of Goldberg, arguing that the FBI investigation was unfounded and unjustified, but others remained silent. Many industry figures avoided mentioning her name in interviews. Some colleagues even quietly deleted old social media posts about her. Clearly, not everyone was willing to risk their reputation to stand by Goldberg. Hollywood is divided, and the public is no different. Some believe Goldberg is the victim of a massive conspiracy, that the FBI abused its power and has no real evidence. But others feel uneasy about the unanswered questions. The ambiguity surrounding the seized documents, coupled with the FBI's failure to provide any updates, has only added to the confusion. What's remarkable is that while public opinion is boiling, the FBI remains silent. There has been no official announcement, no new developments, no explanation. This silence has only made the mystery even deeper. Are they preparing to announce something shocking? Or have they realized they've gone too far and are now looking for a discreet way to back out? A media expert put it best. Sometimes silence is more frightening than words. If the FBI doesn't clarify quickly, the public will fill in the blanks with their own theories, and in fact, those theories have already begun to spread. Some tabloids even suggest that there is a hidden agenda in the industry to bring Goldberg down. But regardless of the truth, there's no denying that her reputation is in serious jeopardy. Hollywood has seen its fair share of stars fall victim to scandal, but it has also seen others rise up, bounce back, and continue to shine. Whoopi Goldberg is a talented artist and a force to be reckoned with in the industry, but will that be enough to keep her going? Time will tell. One thing is for sure, this story isn't over. What did the FBI really find, and what does it mean for Goldberg? This is just the opening chapter, and what's to come could be even more shocking. Whatever the truth, Whoopi Goldberg's life is at a crossroads. Hollywood has seen many stars fall into the eye of public scrutiny. Some sink, some rise stronger than ever. Will Whoopi Goldberg fall, or will she continue to write her story proudly? While the mysteries remain unsolved, one thing is certain: the public will not stop watching. And whatever the final answer is, it will not only affect one individual, it could shake the entire entertainment industry. Let's wait and see how the next chapter of this story unfolds. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any further developments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story.